Oh, Scottie Pippen. Oh, Scottie Pippen. So now he's running around saying that he's the greatest player of all time. And we're actually he doesn't like to hear Jordan being mentioned. He doesn't like to hear LeBron being mentioned. One day he'll say Magic. One day he'll say Wilt. When he said that there's no one player that should get that honor, and even Michael Jordan has kind of said that to stay humble, I think that that's more the truth. I tell people all the time, we can pick our top 10, we can pick our, but there's 12 guys that you can say are the greatest ever, I think, which is would start a roster. But it's hard to compare eras. What's your argument? If your argument is about the most essential thing, which is winning, then how do you ever go against Bill Russell? If your argument is having the most unstoppable shot ever, that's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. If it's about dominance, you can say Will Chamberlain, you can say Shaquille O'Neal, you can say Michael Jordan. If your game is about beating you in more ways than you can imagine, that's Magic. If you're talking about a guy who did it in a team and a personal perspective, that's Larry Bird. You know, if you're talking about a guy that was fundamental and just couldn't be stopped at his own, that's Tim Duncan. I mean, we can talk about, if you want to use a guy that changed the course of basketball right before your eyes and the game, for better or for worse, will never go back. Think Steph Curry. Now, Steph Curry don't belong in the upper echelons. He's one top 10. But what I'm getting at is this. It's not fair to say one person or this because of so much. But Scottie Pippen, you ain't never, ever, ever, ever gonna be considered no GOAT. You in the 36 to 46 pile. I keep telling Scottie Pippen because he hard headed. I want to say it again. Had you beaten Shaq when Shaq was in his peak in his prime, you beat that Laker team that won 67 games. Kobe was just a puppy. You beat that team, and then you go and beat Bird as the head coach and Reggie, and you win 7th chip. You're top 5 for life. But you didn't do it. And you can't be. You won with Michael Jordan. I'll give you that. And you're arguably one of the greatest sidekick players. You're one of the guys that, like, when I get asked who should be a sidekick with something, your name is always like the sidekick dude, but you ain't the dude. Wilt Chamberlain's book, Who's Running the Asylum, put it in perspective. You didn't score enough points. And that's what's the knock against you. Had you scored like Kevin Durant or Larry Bird, yeah, we probably Dr. J. Yeah, we'd hold you higher. You didn't score enough points. And you pouted and you mounted. How you gonna call yourself the GOAT and you cop the attitude when Phil put you on the bench and Kukos hit the game-winning shot? When did you ever come up with a big-time shot or memorable? You're a great defender and you had a great all-around game, but you was never that dude. Jordan told you, get out the migraines, get your butt tightened up. You want to get all this love without putting the work in. See, Scottie Pippen is delusional as like Jermaine Jackson was about his brother Michael. Yeah, you talented and you bad, no doubt. But you didn't put the work in. You didn't have that same level. You're not on that same level. You are very talented. Nobody gonna argue that. But to sit around here and tell some dude that I'm a GOAT of what? A Billy GOAT. Your 6 rings, but you didn't do anything memorable that I would sit there and go, oh, yeah, had you won in Portland, that debate is settled. I still wouldn't have you over Jordan or nothing, but if you had a won in Portland and you beat the Lakers, oh, you top 5 or 6 easily for life. But you see that L you caught, blowing a 15-point lead against the Lakers and all that, and Shaq hanging on the rim, that's why you're in a 36 to 46 pile. But I like your delusion. Everything else you said about today's game and how you feel about this and that, I'll give you. But you got to stop calling yourself a GOAT, a Billy GOAT. But you ain't a GOAT. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share the video if you like. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm all the time. Peace.